Thank you for joining us for the Elementary Academic Derby today. We're featuring Carolina Forest and Hunters Creek Elementary Schools. Pam Brewer will be our scorekeeper today. I'm Pam Thomas and I will be your moderator. Let's meet our players and coaches so we can begin. We'll start our introductions with Carolina Forest.
My name is Casey Baker and I'm from Miss Johnson's homeroom class.
My name is Hamani Dillon and I'm from Miss Johnson's 5th grade class.
My name is Evelyn Hopkins and I'm from Miss Marcuson's 5th grade class.
My name is Antonio Ayo and I go to Miss Jones' class.
Maria Burdette is the coach for Carolina Forest. Let's meet our players for Hunters Creek.
My name is Connor McElgee. I'm from Miss Waller's class.
My name is Megan Fraley and I'm from Miss Waller's class.
My name is Jamari Johnson and I'm from Miss Hoosier's class.
My name is Amaya Slaughter and I'm from Miss Waller's class.
Susan Holder is the coach for Hunters Creek. We already know that 7 questions will go to Hunters Creek first. Let's begin, and the category Hunters Creek is history. This American general of the Revolutionary War period was once trusted and admired, but after experiencing feelings of ingratitude and injustice, he designed a plan to surrender West Point to the British. Identify the name of America's most infamous traitor. Carolina? And that would be Benedict Arnold. Fine arts. In addition to his depiction of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph in his work Donatande, this Renaissance artist also painted the creation of Adam on the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Who was he? Carolina? Michelangelo. I know you've heard of him. Science. This element freezes at negative 39 degrees Celsius and boils at 357 degrees Celsius. For years, it was the most common used substance in thermometers. Identify the silver gray element whose use in thermometers has been greatly reduced because it is a toxic heavy metal. Megan?
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. Math question next. A parallelogram has 2 angles equal to 43 degrees. What are the measures of its other 2 angles, sum, that supplement the 43-degree angles? I'm going to repeat it. A parallelogram has 2 angles equal to 43 degrees. What are the measures of its other 2 angles, sum, that supplement the 43-degree angles? Carolina Forest? 137 degrees. Literature. What is the name of the place in Norse mythology that is the top level of the cosmos? It lies above Midgard, or the human world, and its name begins with the letter A. Carolina Forest? Evelyn?
Atlas.
Not Atlas, but good try. Asgard is the name. Language arts. In the following dialogue, what is the meaning of the last word? And I'm going to read a sentence, and we want the meaning of the last word. He's awfully bossy. I wonder if he imagines himself to be some sort of deity. He's awful bossy. I wonder if he imagines himself to be some sort of deity. Connor?
Like a leader.
Can you be a little more specific?
A leader that wants to be in charge of somebody else.
I happen to not accept that. I like your answer, though. Carolina Forest? Evelyn?
A king.
A little more specific? That's okay. I can't accept that deity means God or goddess. But y'all were on the right track. Geography. Which American explorer and brigadier general who unsuccessfully searched for the source of the Mississippi River in Minnesota later discovered a majestic Colorado peak now named for him? Carolina Forest. And that would be old Zebulon Pike, and he discovered or found Pike's Peak. 7 questions now, Carolina Forest. Trivia is the first category. Which city in south central Michigan is the world's leading producer of breakfast cereals? One of its major employers is the Kellogg's Company. Its 2-word name begins with the letters B and C. We're looking for the city in south central Michigan. Hunters Creek. I know you've probably heard it in commercials. Battle Creek, Michigan. Battle Creek. Language arts. Alphabetize the following 5 words. Now I'm going to give you a few seconds to write them down. Similar, simple, shingle, simplicity, single. I'll repeat it. Similar, simple, shingle, simplicity, and single. Hunters Creek. And I know that's a lot of words to spell in a short amount of time. Shingle would be first alphabetically, then followed by similar, simple, simplicity, and the final one, single. History. This Japanese word means divine wind and has become associated most closely with Japanese suicide pilots who deliberately crashed their planes into American ships during World War II. Identify this noun that begins with the letter K. Hunters Creek. Kamikaze. Kamikaze. They're like a suicide bomber. Kamikaze. Science. In the water cycle, which process converts liquid water into gaseous water vapor? Cassie?
Evaporation.
Evaporation is right. Let's try a math question next. Express the number 972 in expanded form. Hamani?
900 plus 70 plus 2.
Say that again for me.
900 plus 70 plus 2.
I'm going to accept that. The true expanded form would be 9 times 100 plus 7 times 10 plus 2 times 1. Literature. In writing this type of composition uses witty language or imagery to convey insult or scorn. By what name is this style of writing known? The correct response begins with the letter S, and Jonathan Swift's Gulliver Travels is an example of this style. Hunters Creek. Satire. Geography, final category. Name the body of water that lies on the border between Europe and Asia and is the world's largest inland lake by surface area, although its name contains the word sea, S-E-A. Hunters Creek. And that would be the Caspian Sea. Now that's the end of round 1. We'll be right back after these announcements. Thank you for staying tuned for this second round of the Academic Derby. Hunters Creek has 2 points. Carolina Forest has 4 points. And in this round, we know we have a bonus, so there's a chance to pick up a few extra points as we're playing this round. We have new participants for both teams. Let's start introductions at Carolina Forest.
Hi, my name is Emery Epps, and I go to Miss Johnson's homeroom class.
And welcome, Emery. Let's meet our new players for Hunters Creek.
Hello, my name is Andrew Cepeda, and I'm from Miss Hoosier's class.
Hello, my name is Natalie Litton, and I'm from Miss Hoosier's 5th grade class.
And welcome, Andrew and Natalie. We've already reviewed these rules. Carolina Forest, first question is yours. Geography. Identify the European nation whose flag design consists of a red cross surrounded by symmetrically placed blue triangles with accents of red stripes and fields of white between. Its nickname is the Union Jack. Hamani?
Great Britain.
It is Great Britain, and here is your bonus. Located in the southern regions of Argentina is a large, dry, grassy area composed of steppe-like plains. By what name that begins with the letter P is this region known?
Plateau.
What?
Plateau.
Not plateau. That's a good try. It's Patagonia. It's a area that's there. Let's move to math. Hunters Creek. Pencils ready. Find the difference when 3,451 is subtracted from 8 and state your answer using correct place value. Find the difference when 3.451 is subtracted from 8, stating your answer using correct place value. Carolina Forest. Antonio?
3,443.
That's incorrect, but that's very close. It is 4 549 thousandths. Science. Carolina Forest. If we see someone eating a new food, make an unusual face, we might conclude that he does not like the new food. Which scientific term that begins with the letter I designates an idea drawn from reasoning, logic, and observation that is not specifically stated? It's Carolina Forest question right now, Andrew. That's okay. Would you like that question? Okay, Andrew?
Ill.
I'm sorry?
Ill.
No, the correct answer is infer. Inference, when you gather something you don't know for sure. Here we go. Hunters Creek history. What U.S. government agreement passed in 1820 prohibited slavery north of latitude 36 degrees 30 minutes and admitted Maine to the Union as a free state? Carolina Forest. Emory?
Louisiana?
No, it's the Missouri Compromise. I'm glad y'all are guessing. Carolina Forest, let's try trivia. In addition to volcanic and fault activity, current research has also identified this type of activity associated with the drilling of oil wells as a factor in increased earthquake activity. Identify this practice of injecting liquids at high pressure into bedrock. The correct response begins with the letter F. Hunters Creek. The correct answer is fracking. It's hydraulic fracking. You probably have heard that when we talk about offshore drilling. It's been in the news. Hunters Creek. Language arts. In the words antibiotic and antisocial, What is the meaning of the prefix anti? Andrew?
The opposite.
The opposite of or against. Here's your bonus for your team. Identify the legal term used to designate the granting of early release to a prisoner who has demonstrated good behavior and committed to the same upon his or her release. Do you have an answer, Connor?
No.
That's okay. Parole. Parole. Science, Carolina. Used chiefly as a refrigerant or to create fog in a theatrical production. This substance has recently been found to be an excellent agent to remove mold from wood when applied with pressure in pellet form. Identify the more common name of this solidified carbon dioxide. Emery?
CO2?
No, that's not correct. Let's move up to Hunters Creek. I know that if I gave you an added clue and said sometimes you use it in Halloween productions, it's dry ice. It creates the illusion of fog. Hunters Creek, mathematics. If you find the difference of 10 squared and 9 squared, what is the result? Jamari?
That is 82.
Not 82. Good try. Hunters, Carolina Forest? It's Carolina Forest. Go ahead, Emery.
2?
No, it's 19. 100 minus 81. Carolina Forest history. As the publisher of the 19th Century Liberator, which social reformer and editor advocated the idea that slavery in the United States should be completely abolished? Hunters Creek? William Lloyd Garrison. Literature, Hunters Creek. Which short story by Watty Piper is a well-loved tale about a train that succeeds through perseverance when others opt not to help? Okay, Emery.
The little engine that could?
The little engine that could. Geography's next, Carolina Forest. What name is given to a long strip of land that forms a section of states such as Idaho, Oklahoma, Texas, and Florida? Hunters Creek. It's identified as a panhandle. Mathematics, Hunters Creek. Convert the decimal quotient. Convert the decimal quotient. 0.36 divided by or over 0.006 into a whole number in simplest terms. Convert the decimal quotient, 0.36 divided by or over 0.006 into a whole number in simplest terms. Carolina Forest. 60. You did get it? And that is the end of our second round, and we'll be right back. Join us then.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Well, we're almost ready to begin round 3. We know that in this round the bonus passes with the question. We have that old dreaded interrupt penalty, chance to get a lot of points in this round. We don't have any new players this time, but we do have a score of Hunters Creek with 4 points, Carolina Forest with 8. Ready to begin, true toss-up questions. Language arts is the category. When an inventor is given exclusive rights to manufacture a given product, what legal protection has he obtained for his product? Evelyn?
A patent.
A patent is correct. Here's your bonus. Which three-syllable word beginning with the letter J designates a person who is a skilled craftsman or can provide a day's work without supervision? Collectively, the term includes electricians and carpenters.
I don't know.
Hermione, do you have a guess for your team?
No.
That's okay. Journeyman is the correct answer, and you can get a certificate for that if you're a laborer, such as those that I mentioned. History. As a senator and Speaker of the House, this 19th century Kentuckian became known as the Great Compromiser. Who was he? Germani?
Benjamin Franklin.
No, good try though. Let's go down to Carolina Forest. And that would be Henry Clay. And I mispronounced your name, I think, Jamari. I'm sorry about that. Trivia. What national holiday is observed in the United States on the last Monday in May? All of you should know. Connor?
Easter?
Not Easter. Let's go to Carolina Forest. Antonio?
Mother's Day?
Not Mother's Day, but I'm glad your mother's going to be proud that you knew it was in May. Memorial Day. I thought you would know because we get out of school that day. It's a holiday. Science. Which type of organ tissue produces and releases chemical substances for the body to use? The examples include the thyroid and the pituitary. Emery?
The kidneys.
What do we call them? What type of body part are they? I can't accept that, but we'll move up to Hunters Creek. And it's gland. It's gland tissue. And that's a gland. Language arts. Among the Greek affixes with 5-letter word prefix, which 5-letter word prefix translates to above, over, or more than normal? The correct response begins with the letter H. And that would be hyper. Mathematics. You might need your pencil. A single-digit number, when added to 8, results in a sum that is 2 less than 6 times the original number. Find this number. A single-digit number, when added to 8, results in a sum that is 2 less than 6 times the original number. Megan?
40?
No, good try though. Glad you're guessing, Hunters, Carolina Forest. Emery?
2? 3?
That's incorrect. Your first answer was right. And we may go back and look at that in just a minute at the end of this round. History. In 1832 and 1844, Henry Clay ran for president as the candidate of which political party that opposed Andrew Jackson's Democrats? It died out in 1854, and its name begins with a W. Wigs. Wigs. We had wigs. Literature. Toads in your shoes. Giving, let me read this again now. Toads in your shoes. Cow giving lemonade instead of milk. These are but a few of the dilemmas facing the family featured in this Polly Horvath comedy. Identify the novel. The Pippins and Their Problems. Complete the following analogy. Cardinal is to north as blank is to northwest. Let me read this again. I think this might be wrong. Cardinal is to north as blank is to northeast. Connor?
Blue Jay?
No, that's incorrect. Carolina Forest? Emory?
Robin?
No, I don't care for this question at all. We're not going to use it again. Intermediate is the correct answer. Did you like that question, Miss Brewer? I didn't either. Mathematics. You need your pencils ready, teams. Hank needs large 67 bolts for a project he's working on. If he plans to purchase boxes that hold 9 large bolts each, how many boxes will he need to buy? He needs 67 bolts. If he plans to purchase boxes that hold 9 large bolts each, how many boxes will he need to buy? Jamari?
7.
Not 7. Emory?
8.
8 is correct, and here's your bonus. Marcy spent 2.5 hours practicing her violin, 1 3/4 hours shooting her bow, and 3 1/4 hours reading over the weekend. How many minutes total did she spend on those 3 favorite hobbies? 2.5 hours violin, 1 3/4 hours shooting her bow, and 3 1/4 hours reading. How many minutes total? Hamani?
420.
That's incorrect, but you're very close. 450 minutes. 450. Let's try trivia, teams. Which ABC network show features celebrities paired with professional dancers who will spend 11 weeks trying to dance their way to the championship Mira Ball trophy? Antonio?
Dancing with the Stars?
It is. For your bonus, identify the comedian and producer who starred in the show Home Improvement with 3 sons in the 1990s and is currently starring in Last Man Standing, where he parents 3 daughters. You have an answer, Hamani?
No.
Tim Allen is the comedian. And that is the end of our final round, and we will be back with our closing announcements and our final score in just a second.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow.
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
It's always a great time here at the Elementary Academic Derby. We finished today with Hunters Creek 4 points and Carolina Forest 14. Big round of applause for yourself. You did all the good work. Thank you so much for watching. If you'll stay tuned, we'll be right back with our next match, which will feature Hunters Creek and Morton Elementary School. So see you then.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Cheers. Take time to be a dad today.
Thank you for joining us for the second match of today. We are featuring Hunters Creek Elementary School and Morton Elementary School. Let's meet our players right away so we can begin. So we'll start introductions with Morton.
I am Ryan Garrickson from Miss Jordan's class.
I am Peyton Lowry from Miss Jordan's class.
Hi, I'm Bodie Pinkoski from Miss Norris's class.
I'm Bianca Shepard from Miss Pierce's class.
Alicia Santino, and I'm not pronouncing that right, is the coach for Morton. Let's meet our players for Hunters Creek.
Hi, my name is Amaya, and I'm from Miss Waller's class.
My name is Megan Fairley, and I'm from Miss Waller's class. My name is Jamari Johnson, and I'm from Miss Hoosier's class.
My name is Samaya Smith, and I'm from Miss Waller's class.
Susan Holder is the coach for Hunters Creek, and Alicia Santino is the coach for Morton. Let's get that right. We've already reviewed our rules. We know 7 questions. We'll go to Hunters Creek first. So let's start with a math question for you. Michael has $4.70 in his pocket. What is the maximum number of quarters he could have? Michael has $4.70 in his pocket. What is the maximum number of quarters he could have? Megan?
18.
18 is correct. Good. Language arts. In this sentence, Mark hit the ball straight over Chico's head and into the outfield. What words function as the object of the preposition? There are 2 words. I'm going to repeat the sentence. We're looking for the words that function as the object of the preposition. Mark hit the ball straight over Chico's head and into the outfield. Have to go down to Morton. We're looking for the words head and outfield. Science. Often valued as gems, these smooth, slightly iridescent white or grayish growths are found inside the shells of some mollusk. Identify these beautiful stone-like creations of nature. Samaya?
Geoids?
No, that's a good try. Morton? Right?
Pearls?
The pearls, correct. I bet if I'd said oysters, everybody would have known that right away. Literature. Identify the prolific 19th century American author whose initials, H.A., created many stories about the rags to riches experience of America's young men and women through hard work, determination, courage, and honesty. His series include Tattered Tom, Luck and Pluck, and Brave and Bold. Morton? His name, the author, is Horatio Alger. History. Among the U.S. constitutional amendments, which one protects an individual against excessive bail fees if incarcerated? Morton? That would be Amendment 8th. Fine arts. When playing a G major chord on a guitar, how many strings are pressed? Jamari?
2.
No, nice try. Morton? Bodie?
3.
3. The final category, geography. Which U.S. state is home to Daniel Boone National Forest and Churchill Downs Racetrack? Its most populous city is Louisville. Morton? Kentucky. Science is the first category for you, Morton. In the ocean, this characteristic of a wave is defined as the maximum height of the wave crest above the level of calm water, or the maximum depth of the wave trough below the level of calm water. Identify this characteristic. Bodie?
The lip?
Not the lip. Good try, though. Let's go up to Hunters Creek. It's the amplitude. The amplitude. Geography. If you travel due west of the state of Iowa, which two states might you enter? Hunters Creek? You might enter South Dakota or Nebraska. Language arts. In the sentence, the bird injured itself when it tried to squeeze out of its cage's door. What type of pronoun is itself? I'll read it again. The bird injured itself when it tried to squeeze out of its cage door. What type of pronoun is itself? Hunters Creek? And you could have said reflexive, or it's an intensive pronoun. Literature. In Avi's novel, Night Journeys, when the orphan Peter York is adopted by a caring but strict family of what religious group, founded by George Fox, are his new parents devout members? Hunters Creek? They were Quakers. I believe that book was one of the Battle of the Books books about 3 years ago, and it'll come around again. History. Identify the two-word phrase used to denote the sharing of cultures, plants, animals, and disease among the continents during the 15th through the 18th centuries, age of exploration. Hunters Creek. And we call that the Great Exchange. It's a sharing of all of that information. Math question next. Kim has no more than $8 in her purse. Letting N equal the amount of money in Kim's purse, what inequality statement would most accurately describe the amount of money she has? Kim has no more than $8 in her purse. Letting N equal the amount of money in Kim's purse, what inequality statement would most accurately describe the amount of money she has? Hunters Creek? Jamari?
$24.
No, that's incorrect. We're looking for an inequality statement, and it would be N is less than or equal to $8. Final category, current events. Which American real estate developer and casino owner has been quoted as saying, "Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game." As of September 2016, he was seeking the U.S. presidency. Okay, next we'll go up to Hunters Creek, Amaya.
Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is correct. And that is the end of our first round. We'll be right back, so join us then.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
We have a tie score, 4-4 for both teams, and we know in this round we have a bonus, so you can pick up some more points. We also have new teams, and we want you to meet them. So let's start introductions with with Morton.
My name is Malachi Harvin from Miss Pierce's class.
I'm Jace Chance from Miss Jordan's class.
I'm Christopher Candle from Miss Lauren's class.
I'm Matthew Bolick from Miss Pierce's class.
And let's meet our new players for Hunters Creek.
I'm Sierra Crittenden from Miss Waller's class.
I'm Andrew Cepeda from Miss Hoosier's class.
I'm Natalie Litton from Miss Hoosier's class.
And welcome new players, ready to begin. Morton, first question's yours in history. In 1775, which inventor and multi-talented statesman was named by the Continental Congress as the first Postmaster General of the United States? Hunters Creek? And that would be old Benjamin Franklin. Hunters Creek, sports. With which sport would one associate athlete and mother of the three Carrie Walsh Jennings? Okay, Chase?
Volleyball.
Volleyball is right. You don't get your bonus, but you do get another question. Geography. By what name are the lime formations known that are built up from the floor of a cave? Christopher?
Stalagmite.
That is correct. For your bonus, this flat land located near the edges of a river is formed by the silt deposited by high waters and floods. Identify the noun that designates such a region where it is considered unwise to build structures. Christopher, give your answer to Chase.
The coastal plains.
Well, that might seem like the right answer for the weather that we've had, and what's happened is floodplain is the correct answer. And a lot of people probably are thinking of that word today and what it means from the water damage they've seen. Hunters Creek science. Among nocturnal birds, this creature is empowered with the greatest sense of vision and hearing. Identify this animal. Megan? An owl. For your bonus, scientists often study owls and other animals' scat to determine what animals in an ecoregion they are consuming. Identify the more scientific name for an owl's cylindrical shaped scat. Megan?
Pellets.
Pellets is right. Very good. Morton, mathematics for you. Nikki just performed a calculation that required her to take the side length of her cube and multiply it by itself 3 times. What quantity did Nikki calculate? Matthew?
A square.
Not a square. Good try. Hunters Creek? Andrew?
A rectangle.
No, volume. Good tries, y'all. Hunters Creek, history. Which Indian language was spoken by the Powhatan Indians in the Tidewater region of North America?
Latin.
No, the Algonquin Indians. Literature, Morton. This type of nonsense poem often begins with the line, "There once was a blank." By what name is this form of poetry created by Edward Lear known? Hunters Creek. And limerick is the name of that poetry. It's usually funny sometimes. Hunters Creek, language arts. In the sentence, whose dictionary is on the table? What is the correct spelling of the possessive pronoun? I'm going to repeat the sentence. Whose dictionary is on the table? What is the correct spelling of the possessive pronoun? Morton? Chase?
Dictionary.
That's incorrect. It is WHOSE. That's the pronoun. Mathematics, Morton. Find the difference of 3/4 and 1/3 and simplify your answer. Find the difference of 3/4 and 1/3. Hunters Creek. Correct answer is 5/12. Next question, Hunters Creek, is trivia. This Disney character has a penchant for wanting to please others and exploring outside his pride's boundaries that sometimes gets him into trouble. Identify this character from The Lion King. Natalie?
Simba?
It is Simba. Here's your bonus. Which four-word phrase is used to remind us how to reset our clocks for daylight savings time changes? Megan? It's going to be happening pretty soon in November. Spring forward, fall backward. So will we go backwards in November? Yes. Morton, history. James Watt is created with perfecting what practical invention in 1765? Christopher?
The whoopee cushion?
I like that. That's incorrect. But you've given us a laugh for today, and that's good. Hunters Creek? It was the steam engine. And we'll find out who did create the whoopee cushion. I like that. Hunters Creek sports. With which professional sport would one associate the team known as the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus? Andrew?
A volleyball team?
No, that's incorrect. Let's go. Jace?
Tennis.
Tennis. Morton, history. Of the following three presidents, which one served our nation most recently? Garfield, Taft, and Pierce. Which one served most recently? Malachi?
Garfield?
Not Garfield. I'm glad you used one of those choices. Hunters Creek? Oh, Taft. You had two more choices. Should have guessed there. Hunters Creek science. Although a shark is a fish, it does not have a backbone made of bone, but instead has a backbone made up of what other tough substance often found in the human nose and ears? Bless you. Is there a question right now, Malachi? Natalie?
Cartilage.
Cartilage. Here's your bonus. In the human body, which bone found in the thigh is classified as the largest? It's their bonus right now. Megan?
Femur.
The femur. Good. And that is the end of our second round. We'll be back for our final round in just a second.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family?
This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort...
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything. Oh, sorry.
Go long, son!
It's always worth it.
Whoa! Master!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact. on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Thank you for returning with us as we begin round 3 of this match. We have one new participant from Morton. We want you to meet him, and then we'll be ready to begin.
My name is Jamie Vincent from Miss Schnorr's classroom.
And welcome, Jamie. First category I've already shared with the team is mathematics category. 12 is added to 1/2 a number, and the result is 15. What is the number? 12. Natalie?
2.5.
Not 2.5. Chase?
3.
No, 6. 6. Language arts. Correctly spell and punctuate the word countries as used in the following sentence. The word is countries. I want you to correctly spell it and punctuate it. The purpose of the Energy Summit was to explore each country's conservation plan. Jace?
COUNTRIES.
That's incorrect answer. Andrew, do you want that?
Yes.
Okay.
COUNTRIE'.
That's incorrect, but that's a very good try. Both of you, you both spell the word correctly, but the apostrophe comes after the S. Literature. Identify Washington Irving's title character who fell asleep in the Catskill Mountains only to awaken some 20 years later. And that would be Rip Van Winkle. Let's try geography. If a person were to travel due south from New Hampshire, which state would he enter first? Chase?
Connecticut.
No, good try. Let's go up to Hunters Creek. Massachusetts. Mathematics. Lindsay is adding fractions and needs to find the sum of 1/2, 5/8, and 2/3. What is the least common denominator she should use? She's adding the fractions and she needs to find the sum of 1/2, 5/8, and 2/3. What is the least common denominator she should use? Jace?
24.
That is correct. For your bonus, Lily is thinking of 2 odd consecutive integers whose sum is 48. What are Lily's 2 numbers? She's thinking of 2 odd consecutive integers whose sum is 48. What are Lily's 2 numbers? Bodie?
23 and 25.
That is right. Proud of you guys for getting that. Science. Identify the 10-letter adjective beginning with the letter P that is used to describe winds in a region that tend to blow from the same direction most of the time. Prevailing winds is the term. History. Although Elias Howe was given the first patent for this invention, American inventor Isaac Singer improved upon it and probably best known for his commercial machine mass production. What was this useful invention? And that would be the sewing machine. Let's shake that off, teams, and try trivia. In the Olympic Games, which type of medal does a player earn for a second place finish Andrew?
Silver medal.
A silver medal is right. Here's your bonus. After water, which hot beverage is the most widely consumed in the world? Megan?
Coffee.
Tea. That was a hard choice, I think. Language arts. In English grammar and usage, what are the only two indefinitive articles? A and an. Science. Identify the group of compounds found in foods such as citrus fruits, tomatoes, and vinegar. In a litmus test, they turn blue litmus paper to red. Chase?
Food dye.
No, not food dye. Hunter's Creek? Acids. At least you're guessing, young man. Mathematics. If each side of a square measures 0.8 meters, what is the area of the square? If each side of a square measures 0.8 meters, what is the area of the square? Andrew?
0.64 meters.
0.64 square meters, but 0.64. Here's your bonus. A piece of 30-foot rope is cut into two pieces so that the ratio of their lengths is 3:2. How long would the longer piece be? A 30-foot piece of rope is cut into two pieces so that the ratio of their lengths is 3:2. How long would the longer piece be? Have an answer, Megan?
No, ma'am.
18 feet. History. Name the Mediterranean island nation country that is sometimes called the cradle of Western civilization. The island of Crete is its largest island in land area. And that would be Greece. Literature. Who wrote the classic adventure of an Irish orphan who wanders the streets of India and eventually becomes a famous spy? Its title is Kim. Rudyard Kipling. Geography. Among the 50 U.S. states, which one can claim the title of most southerly on the globe? Bodie?
Florida.
Not Florida. Nice try. Hunter's Creek. Megan?
Texas.
Hawaii. Hawaii. Sometimes we forget about that. Let's say that is the end of our final round, and we'll be back with our closing score in just a second. Join us then.
It's me, Artie. Come see what I collected from the Creative Galaxy in my idea box.
Transform your world.
Will you help me make art?
Before you throw it away,
Hey, I have an idea.
think outside the box.
Go be amazing!
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Wow, we had a great time. If you watch this entire match, you know we had some chuckles in here, and that's what it's all about, is having fun. We ended with 38 total points scored. Hunters Creek finished with 22, Morton with 16. Good job. I like a big round of applause for yourself. We always appreciate you watching. We hope you'll stay tuned. We're going to have a third match today, and we will feature Queens Creek and Morton Elementary again. So see you in a bit.
Oh, look.
Look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know. Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Thank you for staying tuned as we begin our match 3 of today. We don't usually have 3 matches, but we do today, and we will next week as well. Our teams today are Queens Creek and Morton Elementary, and we want you to meet our players so that we can begin. We'll start our introductions with Morton.
My name is Peyton Lowry from Miss Jordan's class.
My name is Bodie Pinkoski from Miss Norris's class.
My name is Bianca Shepard from Miss Pierce's class.
My name is Ryek Erickson from Miss Jordan's class.
The coach for Morton is Licia Centino, and now we will meet our players for Queens Creek.
My name is Xavier Finch, and I am in Miss Seeley's class.
My name is David Boucher, and I am in Miss Carpenter's class.
My name is Kevin Bartek, and I'm in Miss Carpenter's class.
My name is Bradley Fiskus, and I'm in Miss Mathias's class.
The coaches for Queens Creek are Jeannie Guthrie and Jason Barnes. Ready to begin. Queens Creek, 7 questions go to you. Geography is the category. Which continent is home to the peak of the 7 summits known as Mount Vinson that rises to a height of 4,892 meters? Xavier?
China.
Not China. Morton? Bodie?
Asia? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Bodie, that's right. That's not a correct answer, but Asia is a continent. It's Antarctica is the continent. Language arts. Identify the 9-letter adjective that begins with the letter by, which means on both sides. Morton? The correct answer is bilateral. Let's try a math question. When Mary awoke at 11 p.m. to the howling blue norther, it was 25 degrees outside. By 6 a.m., the temperature had dropped to a minus 15 degrees. Calculate the change in temperature. She awoke at 11 p.m. It was 25 degrees outside. By 6 a.m., the temperature had dropped to minus 15 degrees. Calculate the change in temperature. Xavier?
40 degrees.
That is correct. Good. Science. In the state of North Carolina, 4 native varieties of this fruit include the Catawba, Isabella, Lincoln, and Scuppernong. Identify this tasty fruit. Xavier?
Kiwi.
Not kiwi. Good try. That's a fruit. Let's go to Morton. Bodie?
Grape.
Grapes. History. In colonial America, what title was given to a person who crafted shoes and repaired shoes for the general public? The name is shared with a crusted dessert. Xavier?
Pie.
Not pie. Good try. Let's go down to Morton. Cobbler. Literature. Ray Bradbury, Isaac Asimov, Robert C. O'Brien, and Jeannie Dupro are all writers of this specific literary genre. Morton? Peyton?
Fiction.
It is a kind of fiction, but can you tell me what kind? And the correct answer is science fiction. Good try. Sports. With which professional sport would one associate Ricky Fowler, Dustin Johnson, and Jordan Spieth? Xavier?
Baseball.
Not baseball. Morton, Bodie?
Basketball.
Golf. Golf. Science, Morton, for your start of your categories. What adjective describes a front created by the confluence of a cold air mass and a warm air mass that remain over an area for several days without advancing? It's Morton's question. Now, would you like it, David? Okay, go ahead, David.
A stationary front?
A stationary front is correct. Literature. In an ironic twist in O. Henry's short story, The Gift of the Magi, what gift does Jim purchase for Della after she cuts her hair and sells it in order to purchase a watch chain for him? Bodie?
A necklace.
Not a necklace, but that would have been a good thought. Queens Creek? Combs. Jewel combs. She sold her hair, and he sold his watch, and they were buying each other gifts. Math question next. If y is directly proportional to x and y equals 14, when x equals 40, find y when x equals 80. If y is directly proportional to x and y equals 14, Peyton?
28.
28 is correct. Good. Geography. Which adjective that begins with the letter B describes northern climates between the Arctic and 50 degrees north that are characterized by long cold winters and short summers? Queens Creek? And the term is boreal. History. Among modern American industries, which tire company is named for the inventor of the vulcanization process he discovered while working to improve tire durability? Bodie?
Michelin.
Not Michelin. Queens Creek? Xavier?
Firestone.
No, but I'm glad you named one that's an American because it said American Industries. Goodyear. Goodyear. Language arts. In the sentence, the earth belched plumes of ash, which figure of speech is demonstrated? Queens Creek? David?
A metaphor?
No, that's a good try. Personification. Sports, final category. Although Justin Gatlin roared off the line at the 2015 100-meter Beijing World Championship, which Jamaican sprinter edged him out in the end to capture the world title once again and continued his winning ways at the 2016 Rio Olympics? Kevin?
Usain Bolt.
It's Morton's question first. Bodie?
Usain Bolt.
Bolt is correct. And that is the end, and that's I'm glad that his name is Bolt, kind of fits his sport. That is the end of round one. We'll be right back.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
almost ready to begin round 2. We have 2 points separating our scores right now. Queens Creek has 4 points and Morton has 6 points. All of you know that we have a bonus in this round, so it's a chance to pick up a lot of extra points. Let's meet our new participants for Morton.
My name is Malachi Harbin from Miss Pierce's homeroom class.
I'm Christopher Candle from Miss Lauren's class.
I'm Jace Chance from Miss Jordan's class.
I'm Matthew Warlick from Miss Pierce's class.
And let's meet our new participants for Queens Creek.
I'm Shay Tart from Mr. Ramsey's class.
I'm Isabel Lee from Miss Matthias's class.
I'm Caroline Lott from Miss Matthias's class.
And welcome new players, ready to begin. Christopher, we really appreciated the laugh that you gave us in our last match that we had. Thank you. Mathematics, Morton. Find the surface area of the cube given that an edge of the cube equals 7 inches. Be sure to use the correct units in your answer. Find the surface area of a cube given that an edge of the cube equals 7 inches. Be sure to use the correct units in your answer. Matthew?
28 square inches.
That's incorrect, but good try. David?
28 cubic inches.
That's incorrect. It's 294 square inches. Glad y'all got the square inches right. Trivia, Queens Creek. When the galaxy comes under threat by the nefarious captain, a mechanic and his newfound robot ally join an elite squad of combatants to save the universe. Name this 2016 animated film. It's Queens Creek's question. David?
Ratchet and Clank.
That is it. Here's your bonus. Born in Albemarle, North Carolina, this country music artist and television personality most recently released her 2013 single, The Woman I Am. Name this entertainer. It's their bonus question, Matthew. Have an answer, Isabella?
No, we don't.
Kelly Pickler. Morton history. First held in Greece in 776 BC. These events lasted one day and consisted of a 200-yard foot race. What name associated with the gods was given to these contests designed to honor Zeus? Jace?
The decathlon.
And what are they part of?
What do you mean by that? Like,
have to go up to Queens Creek. Isabella?
The Olympics.
The Olympics. Geography. In a riverbed, rocky regions accompanied by a sudden drop in elevation are often associated with fast-moving, dangerous water formations. By what names are these waters known? Caroline?
Waterfalls.
I'll accept that. They're waterfalls and they lead into rapids. Let's go for your bonus. While St. Augustine is the oldest city on the North American continent established by Europeans, which tropical city located on the island of the Dominican Republic is the largest in the Western Hemisphere established by Europeans?
I went to the Dominican Republic. I should know this.
Isabella?
We don't have an answer.
Santo Domingo. Morton Language Arts. Correctly place the punctuation marks required in this sentence. Jack's car wouldn't start the evening of the couple's date night. Jack's car wouldn't start the evening of the couple's date night. Matthew?
In between Jack's car, I'm in between Jack and S, and in between couple and S.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Good try, but that's incorrect. Let's go up to Queens Creek. Caroline?
After start and after night.
That's incorrect. I'm glad you're trying. Apostrophe after Jacks, before S, apostrophe S. Apostrophe after the E in couples, and then a period after night. Queens Creek Science. Which science term that begins with the letters IN can designate the rapid expansion of the universe according to Big Bang Theory, or in economics, can describe a continuous rise in prices as in the country's economy? Morton? And the term we're looking for, inflation. Mathematics, Morton. If you paid $49 for a skateboard that was on sale for 1/2 off, how much was the original price of the board? If you paid $49 for a skateboard that was on sale for 1/2 off, how much was the original price of the board? Malachi?
$98.
$98 is right. Here's your bonus. In which standard unit of liquid measure are there 231 cubic inches? Okay, Christopher?
Gallons and nonsense?
No, we're looking for gallon. Gallon is the standard unit. History, Queens Creek. With which American Revolutionary battle would one associate British General William Howe and American military leaders Israel Putnam and William Prescott? It was fought in 1775 at Breed's Hill. Shay?
World War I.
Not World War I. Morton? Chase?
The Revolutionary War?
Well, the Revolutionary War is the correct war, but we were looking for the battle, and it's the Battle of Bunker Hill. Morton literature, popularized by Johnny Cash. The song A Boy Named Sue was actually written by this American author. Identify the creator of the poem Where the Sidewalk Ends and the novel The Giving Tree. Chase?
Shel Silverstein?
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Which of Shel Silverstein's poetry collections features a narrator who sees a flicker and flutter in a house that is dark and shuttered? Christopher?
A mouse?
No,
Please
I'm glad you
hold
guessed. A light in the attic. Geography, Queens Creek. At what building do the northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest sections of Washington, D.C. intersect? Morton? Matthew?
The Lincoln Monument.
Nope, good try though. The Capitol building. And that is the end of our second round, and we'll be back with that final lightning round in just a second. See you then.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Thank you for joining us for the final round of the Elementary Academic Derby. We have a tie score, 10 points for each team. And we know in this round we have that dreaded interrupt penalty where if somebody interrupts, the other team automatically gets a point, and the bonus also passes with the question. Chance to get a lot of points in this match. Everybody except we have one new participant, I believe, on Morton, so let's meet him.
My name is Jamie Vincent in Miss Schnarr's homeroom class.
And welcome, Jamie. Ready to begin? True toss-up questions, so get those buzzers ready. The first category is math. If 22 is divided into 446, what is the remainder? If 22 is divided into 446, what is the remainder? Caroline?
6.
6 is correct. For your bonus, find the next two terms in the sequence. 8, 4, 2, 1, blank, blank. The next two terms, 8, 4, 2, 1, blank, blank.
1/2 and 1/4. Because it's dividing it by 2, so 1/2 and 1/4.
Caroline?
1/2 and 1/4.
That's the way to listen to him. He's right. Trivia. In 1962, this pediatric hospital was founded in Memphis, Tennessee by Danny Thomas. Identify this nonprofit medical organization that encourages donation earned through mathathons and telethons conducted, well, the mathathons are conducted by elementary and middle school children. Jace?
Red Cross?
Not Red Cross. Queens Creek? And that would be St. Jude's Children's Hospital. History. What type of resources include the money, tools, equipment, and buildings that are used to produce goods and services in a country? Xavier?
Economy?
Not the economy. So good try. Let's go to Morton. You could have said capital or resources. Sports. With which sport would one associate a double axel or a death spiral? Jace?
Baseball?
Not baseball. Queens Creek? Xavier?
Football?
Not football either. Figure skating. Science. I'm going to spell this to you. A quag. Q-U-A-H-O-G. A quag. Can live up to 200 years. By what more common name do we know this bivalve animal? Other varieties include the Atlantic blue, the Ipswich, and the geoduck. Xavier?
The colesopod?
That's incorrect. Good try, though. Let's go to Morton. Peyton?
Octopus?
No, it's a clam. They're bivalve. Glad y'all are guessing. Language arts. Which 6-letter noun designates a literary work or film that contains a storyline begun in an earlier work or film? Correct answer, sequel. Math question next. While 3x plus 4 equals 12 is an equation, by what name is a collection of terms such as 3x plus 4 minus 9 known, so that it does not include an equal sign? I'll repeat it. Go ahead, Chase.
Order of operations?
No, not order of operations, but that's a good math term. Queens Creek? Caroline?
An expression.
An expression is correct. Pencils ready for this one because you may need them. This is your bonus, Queens Creek. Find the area of a circle with a diameter of 14 inches. You may use 22/7 for pi. Caroline, do y'all have an answer?
No, we don't.
Not enough time to probably do that. 154 square inches. History. President Harry Truman had a sign with this 4-word statement on his desk. This statement means to take responsibility for something instead of blaming someone else. Identify this brief but powerful statement that contains the name of a male deer. The buck stops here. In Greek mythology, she was not only Apollo's twin sister, but also the goddess of the hunt. Who was she? Jamie?
Artemis.
Artemis is correct. For your bonus, which noun derived from the Greek for book writing designates a list of cited works for a research paper or an essay?
Tell it to me.
Jace, have an answer?
No.
Bibliography. Geography. Faye and her family have just left a tour of the Great Wall in the Eastern Hemisphere. Identify the country Faye and her family are visiting. Bianca?
China.
China is correct. Here's your bonus. What type of lowland region that is often wet and covered with aquatic plants makes an ideal location for a bird sanctuary? Jace?
A grassland?
That's incorrect, but that's a great try. Marshland, marsh is what we're looking for. Let's move to science. An identical animal produced from a single cell of its parent is designated by which 5-letter noun? Dolly the sheep was the first creature of this type to be successfully created. Jamie?
Sorry, I had it in my head. Genetic engineering.
Well, that's what it's called, but we need to find out what do we call the unit that is produced?
Biological.
That's okay, but that's a good try. Let's go to Queens Creek. Kevin?
Genes?
Not a gene, a clone. They're a clone, they're identical copy. Fine arts. Name the 4 groups or sections of musical instruments in an orchestra. Xavier?
Brass, strings, woodwind, and percussion.
That is correct. Very good. For your bonus, what is the name for a type of balance in which the 2 sides of an artistic piece are not exactly alike, but are still visually balanced? Caroline?
Symmetricality.
No, that's incorrect. It's asymmetrical balance. And that is the end. A lot of tough questions in here today. A lot of math questions too. That's the end of round 3. We'll be right back in just a second.
Don't worry. The 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play more. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Great match today, total of 34 points scored. We ended with Queens Creek 20 points and Morton with 14 points. Big round of applause for yourself. Great job. Thank you so much for watching the Elementary Academic Derby, and we hope you'll join us next time when we'll have another 3 matches. We'll feature Sandridge and Summershill, Queens Creek and Sandridge, excuse me, and then Queens Creek and Swansboro Elementary. From all of us here at Onslow County Schools, thanks for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.